Welcome to the office. Welcome to the office.
Thank you so much.
How can I help you?
I've been experiencing some issues with alignment. I was in a car accident in 2021, and I feel like my left side has not been the same. I feel very weak.
Since the car accident?
Since the car accident.
Okay,
yeah.
tell me
so
about the car accident.
Treated,
what happened?
It was a head-on collision.
Okay.
It hit like the middle of the car,
okay.
And I'm a small person, so I was like braking and bracing myself for it, and the seatbelt locked, and I feel like I went forward, but this side was like in place.
Did you have an airbag?
The airbag, it didn't deploy, no.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you had a head-on, meaning someone hit you from head-on?
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
And the airbag didn't deploy?
It didn't, no. It hit us like middle right.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like I went forward, but like the seatbelt locked. And so I feel like this area
Chest, sternum,
yes,
shoulder.
Like, yes, exactly. My wrist, my knee, my ankle, like right away was like in pain, because I think when I was like braking, it just was like locked in.
And you had treatment though for it?
I did have treatment. I did feel better after it, but it's just never been the same.
All right. So why are you here?
Because I want to feel better.
Okay. Number one is what?
Number one is
the back or the
neck? Both.
All
neck,
of it?
back, everything. Lower back.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And just the left side really is like the one that I feel like I do work out sometimes, but I feel like if I'm holding like a weight, sometimes like I can't make the same movement or stretch the same way.
Because of weakness or pain?
Weakness, yeah.
Not pain when you're lifting it.
After I do like some drills, like the next day I feel more, I don't know if pain is the right word, but I like sore, like more soreness.
Sore?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
like you've used it more than the other side.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got some stuff. How'd you find me?
I found you online on YouTube.
How long ago?
Oh my gosh, it's probably been like over a year for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so after pandemic.
After pandemic, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm so happy, grateful to be here.
You're here now. Okay, so we made it happen. Now, I do want to talk about a couple of things. You know, a lot of people think they come here, I see them for 1 or 2 visits, and everything is fixed. Mm-hmm. That's not really what we do.
Right.
And the idea is in a couple of visits, we're going to help figure out your case.
Okay.
And then we can decide from there what's the goal, right?
Sounds good.
And hopefully we can get some home runs along the way.
Yes.
Okay.
Grand slam.
All right. So full body, back, neck, shoulders, more left-sided weakness since the accident.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Quality of life, activities are limited.
Yes, I used to run. I don't anymore.
What do you want to do that you're not able to do?
I want to jump rope. I used to jump rope.
Okay.
I want to jump rope.
Like competitive jump roping?
Like
you used
competitive
to
with myself.
No,
I used to do double dutch. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. But no, just the single.
Right.
And then running would be great. And just not feeling like the pain. Like if I go for a walk, or I picked up rowing, and that's been a nice alternative with the cardio, but I still feel like I miss the running, and I would like to. So
we want to run and jump rope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Not bad. A few things we take for granted, right? Okay. All right. Anything else I need to know about you?
I did experience TIA about almost 2 years ago.
Okay.
But that's now
left side, right
side. It's right side.
Any symptoms after that?
No, I was feeling numbness on the left side when it would hit.
Okay.
And then it was just like somewhat like of a paralysis. But I take aspirin daily. That's just the treatment that
you
I'm
also
on
put
now.
In your notes about left-sided sciatica.
Oh yeah.
You've had that for a while.
Yeah, I think it might be the accident related. And sometimes it's like I'll lay back down like on my bed, and I'll position my leg open and try to like move such a way to try to like
release it.
Yeah.
Does it release?
It does. But then it just goes back.
Show me what you do. What position? Go on your back if you need to.
So
you're sleeping on your back.
So I'll sleep or lay down on my back, and then just try to get into.
You'll open up your left hip.
Yeah.
So you're causing internal rotation of the pelvis on the
Yeah.
back side.
I don't always get it, but most of the time.
But that feels good for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it just kind of like.
Yeah. You're giving me some answers. Come on up.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Thank you. All right. Let's go over your x-rays. Come sit over here.
Okay.
Okay, so this is your 24-story building. In order to have a stable building, we need a level base and foundation. So the first thing is, do we have a level base and foundation? No, we do not. We can see a few things. We have actually a short leg on the left, a lowered leg on the left. We have a slight rotation of the pelvis on the left, and we have a drop sacrum on the left. So all of this stuff is kind of going to the left side. So let's put it together. Okay. Your sacrum, there's no rotation back or forth, but it's dropped 3 millimeters on that left side. The pelvis goes up 1 and out 2. That's why it's out a little bit. That's why when you cross that leg or open that leg over, you're trying to create what we call the IN ilium. You're trying to pop it back in. The reason it's not doing it is because of the drop sacrum on that side. So we're probably going to need to start first on that tailbone and get that tailbone up. Okay. Now, you have a 10 millimeter measured difference, MD, leg length inequality. Anything over 7 millimeters, we have to see what we can do to get that up. We need to get it under 7 millimeters for adjustments to hold. Okay. If we do that through the adjustment, or we may have to put a lift on your left side, a heel lift. We may have to raise your left heel up. Okay. I don't know just yet. Okay. But having a 10 millimeter measure difference, things will never heal. Okay. We need it under 7. Okay. Okay? Does that make sense? Yes. All right. Now, what I want you to see from this left side, so number 1, we have this short leg on the left. We have the imbalance on the left. It's creating this slight curvature to the left side. What is the body doing then? It's curving to the left. It wants to compensate and come back to the right. We get to the middle of the back, and then what does it do again? It goes to the left. Goes to the left, 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 and then what happens up here on the upper cervical? It kinks on the right. Yeah. All of this is compensation to your foundation. Does that make sense? It does, because I thought that I felt uneven for quite a while. For a while now. Now I want to show you something else. I'm going to darken this up so we can see it a little better. We have a bend. We had a few tailbone injuries. So we have a few bends going on here. So we need to figure out where this particular short leg is coming from. It's not just from a pelvis or that. A lot of it is from the sacrum, the tailbone. Okay? Now, let's go to the... Does that make sense what I'm explaining, ma'am?
It does. And is this just like stuff that happens over time and just sitting, or?
That's a very good question. Okay, it's a fantastic question, and I think a lot of people want to know that. You know, we initially start, we're active, we're mechanical, we slip, we fall, we play, we do life. And then we have those couple of those, 1 or 2 of those injuries that don't re-correct itself. And so what does the body do? The body compensates. And a lot of the stuff that I see happened early on, where we had a slip or fall or some accident, trauma when we were little. The body compensated, there's no more pain, but what happened? It started to develop this way. So the idea is what? Figure out what we can correct in the tailbone and what we need to manage. Does that make sense?
It does. Thank you.
On the side profile, we're looking at a few things. We're looking, we said, at posture, so let's do that first. And we're running a line from the lowest lumbar, running it straight up. And this line, Vanessa, is one of our first answers. This posture line should be going through the base of the neck and the top of the neck. And what it's showing us is you carry the upper part of your building behind the foundation. So instead of being in alignment, it's behind. So these muscles are working overtime just to kind of keep you in place. Does that make sense?
It does.
So number 1 is we need to figure out what's going to bring this posture back. That's number 1. Number 2 is the curvature. Let's look at your curves. We should have a 60-degree forward curve in the low back, 60-degree in the mid back, and 40 to 60-degree forward in the cervical spine. So the first thing I want us to see is this. We have kind of what we call a sway back. And let's start down at the tailbone and see what we find. When we were talking about the tailbone, I like to see a nice smooth arc. I see something more at S3, S4 on this tubercle. Now, when we're looking at the overall curvature of the lumbar spine, overall it's decent. It could be more. I'd like to see a little bit more, a little more curve in there. And what's happened is this, the discs are still decent overall. This one is wearing out a little bit faster because that's what's taking up most of the weight. All right, tilting, 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 all the way up to here. So all of this is compensation for your foundation. Okay, let's go up the spine. As we go up the spine, what do we see? It's too straight. So it goes like this, and then from this one here, L2, L1, it just kind of juts back. And then what the body is doing to compensate is what? It's creating this reverse neck. Otherwise, we're way off balance. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the idea is get the foundation right, get the left hip up, get you moving again, and make some postural changes.
Yes.
Okay? Yes. All right, are you ready to get started?
Yes.
Let's do it. Starting at the base of the neck, let's see what we find. Head down, please, Vanessa. Thank you. And starting at the base, the first thing we find is 20 points. C7, left side. 5 points, C1, left side. T7, left side. Oh, we just got a few things going on here, not so bad. There's a lot of inflammation in her body as well that we need to help take out. And everything is starting right there. S4, S5, left side. 8 points. So we got C1, C6, C7, T7 area, and down low. Next thing we want to do is static palpation, running my fingers down the spine. And let's see, you can see a couple of things. You can see dishing of the spine here. It dishes in. The spine needs to come out. And so what happens, we get a lot of people, they have this dishing, and then it appears that there's a hump here. There's not a hump here. It's because of the dishing, and that dishing where the spine goes in instead of coming out, and that's usually starting around an old injury at T7, T8 area. 3, 4, 5, 6. More tender when I push on 7 or 8.
7.
7 or 6.
7.
7. Okay, running the fingers down the spine. Let's look at the bottom, at the tailbone. And come back slowly towards me. This is L5. Little tender there, yes?
Yes.
S1, more tender. S2.
Oh, yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
S3. S4. This is where I'm getting it starting, right between 4 and 5. Do you feel the top one more or the bottom one more?
The top.
S4. That one or that one?
That one.
That's 3.
3.
That's 4. 3.
3.
That's more consistent. S3. T7. Let's check up top. Sit back for me, please. Head down. And let's check general motion. 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We know 1 is compensating because of the curvature in the spine that I showed you on the X-ray. We're going to wait on the neck, okay? I don't see that as a primary right now. It is there, but it's not a primary.
Okay.
I want to focus on this foundation and T7 to start. Okay. After that, I'll have you walk again. Okay. And then I'll recheck the neck. After we do all that, then I'll tune up your extremities for you, okay? Great. Stand up for me, please. I want to watch you walk before the adjustment. Stand right over here. And I'm just tucking the back of your gown in. Okay. You're going to walk to the corner of the room and back, please. Okay. Walk Go ahead and walk. Just keep walking. Walk and talk. You're here, Vanessa. You're here. Keep going.
Oh.
Keep going. Keep walking. So there is movement in her dimples. That's the good thing. Keep walking. We're looking at the dimples. But she doesn't have a lot of stability in her walk, is what it is. Okay. You ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. Let's go face down over here, please. Let's start on the tailbone. 1, 2, 3. S3. And we want to torque it up on the left side. We're going to start on the left, and we want to torque up. Bring that chin up a little bit. Good. Easy peasy. That's the home run, lady. Perfect. 2, 3. T7. That's the home run. I got you. Step away from the vehicle, ma'am. Hold my hand. Check it out. Glasses on. Walk.
Oh my gosh.
As you're walking now, tell us what's different.
I have no words. It's like, it feels clear, like even my vision, I think, is better.
Keep walking.
Oh my God.
Keep walking.
Yeah, I feel more upright.
Good. Back in the chair. Good times. So the take-home message, everyone's going to come in with a lot of symptoms, a lot of different things. There was one comment I read. He does the same thing for everybody. And that was an interesting comment. But the way I want to answer something like that is very simple. You can have nerve pressure at one level, right? There's 24 or 33 pairs of spinal nerves, 24 bones that move. You can have pressure at one nerve. Now, if you take a cross-section of a nerve root, there are hundreds of fibers going through there. Where that nerve goes and what it's pinching specifically, that we don't know. We know the nerve root. So that one pinched nerve can cause 100 different symptoms. Mid-back is clear. Sacrum is clear. Check it out. Come back slowly towards me. Look at the difference. That's 5. That's 1. That's 2. Different?
Yes.
That's 3. Cool?
Cool.
Pretty cool. Let's check the neck now.
Okay.
Let's come over here. Let's check the neck. Head down. Starting at the base. That actually cleared up that lower cervical. It's fluttering around now. It doesn't stop. It keeps going. I'm going to wait on the neck. I'm not too excited about the neck today. Okay. And the reason why is it was a hard break on C7, C6, and C1. Now it's just small little heat variations. I'm good with that for now. Okay. You're going to do lots and lots of icing, okay? T7, sacrum. You can ice your neck as well. We're going to continue on, but I don't want to touch C7. I don't want to touch the neck. Okay. Shall we continue?
Yes.
All right. Let's work on the shoulders. I'm going to reach over. Let me do the work. I'm going to reach over. Let me do the work. There you go. Ears. On your back, please. And we're going to work on the ankles. Talus, fibula. Raise the left side up. Talus, fibula. Okay, stand up, Vanessa, walk it out. Walk it off a few more times. Pretty cool. Balance is different now. The way you're walking is different. Mm-hmm. Can I open the back of the gown just so we have something to compare to? Okay. This is after the adjustment. Go ahead and walk. After the adjustment. Excellent. One more time, please. Let's check the hands. Come over here, please. Squeeze the hands. Questions?
Just what do I need to do on my part to
maintain and hold?
Yes.
I will show you. Squeeze. Relax there. The key is balance and posture. So your homework is simple. 10,000 steps a day walking as much as you can. Ice the areas that I adjusted, sacrum and T7. Standing on one leg for 2 minutes, eyes open, each side, the best you can. You can hold on to something. Okay. It's going to fire posterior columns of the spinal cord. It'll hold the adjustments better by activating the muscles. Okay? In terms of sitting, yoga ball, line your ear, shoulder, and hip, sitting on it, bouncing in the morning, 5-10 minutes in the morning, 5-10 minutes at night. Practice sitting on it up to an hour a day. Okay. I have a video on Instagram and YouTube. They'll send you the video. Okay, excellent. Okay?
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Welcome to the office.
Thank you.
Pleasure. So this is day one of the journey. You see a couple more visits, and then we'll figure it out.
Okay. Right? One last thing you said about the heel.
The heel lift, yes.
Heel lift, yeah.
That I don't see just yet. Let's see what we can do first with the adjustment. You already said after the adjustment you feel balanced.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do first with the adjustment. If I have to put it in, we'll put it in.
Okay.
Okay, but let's give it a couple of adjustments.
And when you say put it in, what does that exactly mean?
What do you mean?
Like to the heel
So you
thing.
put a lift actually in the shoe.
In a shoe.
In the actual shoe, you put a lift in. I'm not breaking your foot and putting it inside there. No. We put a small little wedge in the heel of the shorter or lowered leg. Okay? Okay. Not yet.
Okay.
All right. This is only day one.
Yes.
All right, my dear.
Okay.
Was a pleasure.
Thank
was
you.
a pleasure.
Likewise.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.